Good morning. It seems like we just started on the roofing, and in only 3 days, everything is done. I'm going to take you on a quick walkthrough, show you some of the challenges that the roofing company faced and some of the work that they did, and problems that they came up with, or solutions that they came up with to the unique problems that this house always seems to present. So hang with me and we'll do a quick walkthrough. Well, there it is, the new roof. Paint still needs finished, and we've got carpentry now that the roof is done we can get back to. Let me show you this particular. So there's the color of the roof. This is an Owens Corning shingle. In the morning lighting here is a little tough, but this is an Owens Corning shingle, and it's called a State Gray. It's the closest thing we could come to the look of the slate, and maybe I'll get a little better color rendition on the other side. But I wanted to show you this dormer up here. So this is the 3rd floor dormer, and there were some unique challenges with this. First of all, this area up right here, I put a giant finger in your screen here. This area right here, you see that white line and the roof edge? The actually right below that window, again, other finger right there, is flat at the top because at the beginning, this house had a cute little railing up there around, like almost like a balcony. So it's not quite flat, it's got a little bit of a slope to it. So they're able to put shingles on that and manage the flashing very well. Put a drip edge or drip edge on the edge of that, and then shingled the front eyebrow or apron there. The other issue was the original siding there, the blue, came right down to the edge of the roof. There was flashing underneath it and all, but they wanted to put the ice and water shield and put the flashing on new and correctly. And so that piece of wood is actually added. They cut the siding back, and then I had some PVC left over, some AZIC PVC left over from our porch project a few years ago, and they were able to put that on over the new flashing, get that cut out and blended in. And honestly, if I didn't tell you, you probably wouldn't know that's not original. So over here we can scroll over. You can see we've now got up at the very top, there's ridge caps, ridge vents that are all along the top of the roof. That should give us better ventilation into the attic. There's an eyebrow on this gable, again, right in front of the window there at the 3rd floor. That had slate on it, is shingled. We revealed some problems. You may have seen earlier that this area right here at the end of that is a new piece of trim that we've got to figure out. A couple of those gables we uncovered some other new issues, new fun, that we're going to have to come up with some solutions for here when Jason and his crew get back out here. So we'll let me zoom back out and we'll take a quick walk around and I'll show you a little bit more. So here's a view of the south side of the house above the front porch. The porch roofs are done to match. You can see right there that color a little better. One thing I did want to note is the lightning rods. As part of the contract, they uninstalled the lightning rods and did the roofing, and then were able to reinstall the lightning rods. In this case, we were able to go to an antique store and purchase these glass globes, because we had 3 of them broken and by storm damage and this and that. That is one of the original globes, and we were able to add some other ones. There's different colors. That one's kind of a lavender. There's a blue one on the back. So they're different colors, a little eclectic, but sorry about the camera shake here. But it really looks the part. They're all connected. They're all set up correctly. There's another view of that ridge vent. The other thing that they did is when they ran the ground straps back on, I think they did a good job of getting them connected and laid down and not real obvious. Did a good job of doing that. So one comment I would have too, do your homework on your roofing companies. These guys were extremely professional. We had, I had questions, of course I did, right? They were able to meet with me, talk things through, figure out solutions to problems. You know, lightning rods were one. We had a lot of discussions about that. I had photos of the placement. They took good care of them and really did a good job. Again, this is 47.3 squares. If you guys know about roofing, this is a ton of roof, and it was a lot of work. The takeoff was amazing, and just for all of that, if you can imagine, so there was I think a 30 cubic yard dumpster sitting here, just got picked up this morning. Everything came off and there was black dust everywhere. But look at the job. This looked like a war zone. And again, I'll include some photos, but this looked like a war zone. But look at the job of cleanup that they did. And better than I would have expected. It was just a huge mess at the time. But they said, you know, when we leave, you won't know we were here. Well, I know they were here because I've got a new roof. But they just did an outstanding job of cleaning things up. So here's the back of the house, above the back porch. This is facing east, so we should have a little better lighting to show you the color again. There's the center, that's the peak of the house. They reflashed 2 chimneys and put in a new boot for the vent on the plumbing in the back. But there's an example of that color. And again, you might ask, Scott, why didn't you do slate or a metal roof? And much as we hated to see the slate go, the underlayment was just gone. The tar paper underneath it was just gone. That we were just chasing leaks. And again, I said this earlier, it was just hard to find people that knew anything about slate anymore. But the biggest reason, I would say, is financial. Slate, about 5 years ago, I got estimates starting at $125,000. Metal roof estimates started at $75 and went to $96,000. There's other products out there. We actually went with an Owens Corning, I think it's Duraflex. We got the platinum warranty. It's their best shingle, and it has a hail damage warranty and wind rating of like 130 miles an hour, which we had some big wind last night, which is one reason I didn't do the walk around last night. One last look here from this direction, and now we're anxious to get all of the rest of the work done with the painting and the rest of the finished carpentry out here, or the rest of the carpentry finished out here. So no, but this is a job well done. We're very thankful for the work that the guys did, and again for the whole team from management to Jeremiah, which I'll post his picture here. Jeremiah was our project manager on site, did a great job. So good job, Jeremiah, and the crew with Angel and Rosa, and just the work ethic, guys, is amazing. If we had said so, they would have showed up at 6 o'clock in the morning if we'd allowed them to. But most of the mornings they started right about 7. One evening they didn't clear out until 9:45, and again we were fine with that. We wanted to get this job done, but what a hard-working crew of guys, and just real appreciative of the good job. For those that wonder, I'll post a link to their site, but we worked with Kingdom Roofing. They're located out of Marion. I interviewed 5 or 6 roofing companies, and over the years talked to several more, and went through what I'd think was pretty good research, and we settled on Kingdom because of the work that they did up front and really just trying to explain the process and working through it with me. They used a thing called an equipter, which is like a dumpster on a lift. And what a great idea, because they could take off the slates into that and all the materials and just roll it right out to a dumpster. And that really helped with the cleanup as well. So I really liked the process and appreciated what they did there. So once again, good job everybody at Kingdom. Appreciate your help. And stay tuned for a timeline of the roofing project and more to come. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe and like and hit that notification icon so that you can get updates as I get them posted. Thank you. Have a blessed day.